This segment of Delmarva Life is brought to you by State Farm Insurance.
Well, the beginning of the new year is when most of us jumpstart a new diet or workout routine.
Now, maybe you're trying to be a little more organized or maybe spend some more time with your family. Something you may not have thought about, your insurance policy. Well, our next guest this afternoon is State Farm agent Tom Prunty from Salisbury, who has some suggestions on how you can make sure that you're protected for whatever the new year brings. Now, Tom, I got to be honest with you. Most of us, when it comes down to insurance, we really don't even think about it unless we have to make a claim or it's time to renew. We need to pay more attention than that, don't we?
Absolutely. With your policies, a lot of us, they mail the policy to the house, we sign up, we don't look at it again. We don't really know where our coverages lie, what is covered. It's a little too late to find out what's not covered after you have a claim. So it's very important to sit down and review it, read it at home, and then come in and sit with your insurance agent and follow up with that appointment and make sure you understand not only what's covered but what's not.
And one of those steps is to review your insurance policy. As you said, there are 4 steps that we're going to talk about today. And you said that looking over the policy is important.
It's very important every year, at least once a year, to sit down with your insurance agent and review that policy. That way you know your coverages, you know what's not covered. You also have an opportunity to look at the endorsements, make sure that you have everything that you should have. It's also changes in life, change your needs, and you need to adjust to those needs each year. So at least once a year, read your policies and make sure you know what you have.
So if I bought like a big new TV or something, I probably need to pay attention to what's in the house too, don't I?
Absolutely. When you're in your home, you should go at least every January. It's a good reminder, it's tax season. We're starting to think about preparing for the year. Go through the house, look at your valuables, record everything. Take still pictures or video, make an itemized list. We have what's called a home link on our internet page that you can go in through the internet and do electronic recording of all of your items, add photos. That way if you had a loss, you wouldn't have to worry about losing your record in the fire. So we do have that offered as well.
All right, another thing that you recommend, State Farm recommends, is updating an emergency kit.
Oh, absolutely. Very important, especially where we live. We've had some storms lately that all of us know the names of. And so, you know, an emergency kit at home and in your car is very important. You know, have your first aid kit, you have fresh water, flashlight with fresh batteries, you know, extra medicals, you know, if you need them, eyeglasses. So make sure that you have everything you need when you need it.
And for our car, the emergency kit, and that should contain these things, right?
Oh, yeah, flares, an extra blanket, first aid kit, flashlight with batteries again, you know, the jumper cables. It's very important that we're prepared when we need to be prepared.
Another thing that we really need to make sure of is something we never want in the house, but we need to consider fire.
Oh, absolutely. You know, fire policy is the oldest policy that we write for good reason. So you want to make sure you inspect that chimney every year. You want to make sure your dryer vents are cleaned. You want to make sure you have a fire extinguisher on each floor of the house. You know, very important that we do these things every year. Smoke detectors. This time of year, it's a new start. Go in and change the batteries in your smoke detector now. A good rule of thumb is when we change times, fall and spring, go ahead and do it each time you change your clocks.
Common sense stuff that we just need to take the time and do it.
Life is fast, but we need to take the time.
And speaking of time, congratulations. We understand February 1st is a big day for you.
That's my 1-year anniversary for the new office.
Congratulations, Tom. That's awesome.
Thank you very much.
And thanks for all the great information this afternoon.
Absolutely.
Very, very good stuff.
And for a complete list of State Farm's policies you can check up on, go to delmarvalife.com and click on the show tab. Well, up next on Delmarva Life, the numbers might shock you. There are so many Americans living with gum disease, and you might be one of them. The disease can impact anyone, young or old. We'll find out what to look for and how to prevent it.
And from healthy teeth to a healthy heart, Dr. Oz has more on how you can prevent a heart attack.
Hi, I'm Dr. Oz. Did you know you're most likely to have a heart attack in the morning when blood pressure is higher and vessels are stiffer? To prevent morning spikes, take your blood pressure medication at 10 p.m. Take your baby aspirin then as well to reduce inflammation. And take 500 milligrams of magnesium and 1,000 milligrams of calcium to relax the blood vessels.